I'm doing homework in candlelight. It's pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. It's pretty dark, really hard. And I actually took a mirror. As you can see, it cracked because of holding it over the candle, and it heated up and it cracked. So I guess in a way I pulled the charm. But other than that, it was a pretty good idea. It worked. Like it was a lot brighter. As you can see. There, boom. But yeah, I held it over the fire and it cracked. And that's not good. Almost the end. Almost the end.
Alright, so it's 6:30 in the morning and I'm at the gym, change room, and I'm gonna go upstairs and I'm gonna work out and lift potatoes and other North Korean stuff. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm gonna run like for 10 minutes. This is me getting to work.
Alright, so I'm standing at the bottom of the stairs with my potato sacks right there. 225s, and I'm going to be walking up the stairs, up and down. Alright, so it's end of day 3, and yeah, I woke up pretty early woke up early, and I went to the gym after, which I didn't do for the previous day, just kind of worked out at home. So I went to the gym, it was pretty good. I'm pretty tired, but I'm going to take today off, as in I'm going to sleep in, because I have a test tomorrow, and I'm not going to risk my sleep, because it might screw me over. So I'm going to sleep in. But other than that, I ate under my food budget, didn't use this part of the room, disabled all my Facebook and stuff, used my candles, which is actually really inconvenient, and that's about it. I'm just going to sleep in tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a good day. Hello, this is day 4, and I cheated today because I woke up at 7:30 because I had a test today and I wasn't going to wake up early. I needed my sleep, I needed my rest, and yeah, so I cheated today for the sleep, but other than that, I kept everything in the budget, and everything else like I didn't do all the other stuff. Yeah, that's about it. And tomorrow I'm going to wake up at 5 again, which sucks, but I have to do it. End of day 5, I think it's Friday. 6 o'clock in the morning, and I just came to the gym, and we're gonna start working out. So, yep. It's 5 a.m. Thursday, the 15th.
I just ran 6K around the lake and down Ashfield, etc. Yeah, it's good.
This is the last day. It's 5 a.m. So I'm gonna do all my stuff today. And that's it. It's the last day. So yeah, let's get it.
Alright, so I'm gonna go on my last run of the 15-day North Korea challenge, and I'm just standing outside right now. It's quite cold. And let's begin by saying that North Korea is a totalitarian government. It's led by a communist party, and there's absolutely no connection with the outer world. There is, but it's very, very limited. There are no free trades, and the market is closed. There's no free markets, and everything is owned by the government, all the property and all the businesses. Because of this, there's no room for entrepreneurial businesses, and as we know, entrepreneurial businesses run by people are more productive, and the invisible hand works that businesses are greedy and they'll produce their goods and they'll be more beneficial to society. But because everything is owned and run by governments, the North Korean economy is very inefficient. It's very inefficient, and this results in negative GDP growth, and there's no or little to no property owned by people, and no businesses owned by people, and therefore it's very inefficient, and the government decides everything. And North Korean government is officially the most corrupt government in the world, and therefore this brings down the PPF even lower. It brings it down below the point to where it's inefficient. As the population of North Korea continues to grow and has doubled since 1960s, the LAS keeps moving forward, so it becomes greater and greater, while the equilibrium point stays where it was, if not lower. So the economy keeps going into a greater and greater recession. But because it's a totalitarian government, they have no connection with the outside world. They don't know this. And the people are told that they're doing fine, and they keep going to work. And the reason why we decided to wake up really early and go to work, and well, in our case it was work out, was because this is how the people of North Korea live. To add on to this, the economy is even more inefficient, and people are even more scared, because the capital punishment is the third largest in the world, and 32% of the population is malnourished. Because the population is malnourished, they were less efficient, and they produce less food. With the growing population, more food is needed, and with less food, because people are malnourished, those people who are now being born are malnourished too, and the cycle continues. And people of North Korea are more and more malnourished, and the percentage keeps rising. So right now it's a third of the population is malnourished, but predictions show that in a couple of years, maybe 40% will be malnourished. Some graphs that should be discussed, there are a couple, and the first one is PPF. And what happens is that we have on y-axis and x-axis different types of good. We'll call them inferior and quality goods. And what happens is that because the government is inefficient and everything is run by the government, which does not know the needs of the people properly, as was discussed, and they are not efficient, what results is that the dot is off the line and under the PPF graph, meaning that the economy is inefficient. Because the economy is inefficient, the SAS goes down, bringing the RGDP lower and the economy into a recession. Now, because the economy is in a recession and there are more and more people being born, therefore LAS increases, the economy is even further in a recession. People are malnourished, they don't have enough education, enough food, and they work very, very long hours, and
therefore they can't support their families properly. And what results is that the economy is even further in a recession. It'll continue, and it won't get better. The challenges that we have picked are done so to show what is going on in North Korea right now. So the lack of food supply shows the malnourishment of the people, which is 1/3 of the and the waking up very early, running around the lake and working out, that symbolizes the fact that North Korean people have to work very, very hard. They work the whole day. They work very, very long hours, and regardless of this, they still get paid very, very little. Disabling Facebook and other Twitters or like other contact with the outside world, like no texting. The point of this was to show how isolated the North Korean people are, and I think it worked quite well because you could really feel how you lacked knowledge and different information that you usually get from sources of media. We weren't allowed to watch TV or listen to the radio, and a lot of the things that people were talking about in school that they knew about, like something new had happened, like my group didn't know about. The kind of a portion of the room was put in by our group to symbolize how the North Korean people, they do not have a lot of money, therefore they cannot buy themselves big homes, and they live in very big families, and as I already said, the population of North Korea has been steadily rising. Therefore, they live in ever so smaller rooms. The candles were put in place to symbolize how, well, to demonstrate how the North Korean people, they not only have a curfew where they have to come home after a certain while, like after dark, they also have lack of electricity and money to pay for the electricity. Therefore, we used candles to substitute for that. And finally, we used the propaganda because in North Korea, their dictator, the leader, Kim Jong-un now, is glorified, and he's almost a godlike figure, and people are constantly, like regardless of what he does, people always praise him and think that what he does is right, and that was what we try to show through our ridiculous propaganda. Overall, I really enjoyed this project, and the hardest part probably for me was waking up early, and I cheated a couple times. I think objectively like 1/3 of the days that I was supposed to wake up, I'd either not wake up or wake up later, because it was really tough. 5 o'clock was really early, but I mean, yeah, that's how they have to wake up. They have to wake up really early for work. And I didn't find the food part difficult. The food part was pretty easy, and if I did this next time, I'd probably limit the food supply to $5 a day, because I'm almost every single day I made it into the budget, and I still had a couple dollars left. But if I put it into $5, then I probably would have had a really hard time making the budget. What else? The gym was fun. I really enjoyed working out. I mean, even though it was a really monotone work and it was just going up and down the stairs, and after a while it hurt, it was okay. It was okay work. I think if I had to redo it, I probably would. I don't know. It's really hard to think of something, but something ridiculous like carry potato sack to school. But that would be a waste of food. But I think that'd be okay.
What he's doing. Every single thing. You do what the government's doing.
I don't.
It doesn't matter what you think. All that matters is what the government does. Alright, we cool?
No, we're not. Not really, but.
Alright. Okay, so we're here today to talk to you about the support of our government. This is Stephen Harper, and how we so love him and value him as a part of our own family, and we should show as much support as we can. So we have some facts.
Yeah.
How great he is.
Number one, our government spent $5 million of the taxpayers' money to support our very own Canadian football league at CFL. Isn't that great, guys? We're supporting our own sport.
And also in Ottawa, they took $21,000 of our tax money to create a video to teach people how to ride their bikes on the road. So that's awesome as well. Don't want to have accidents. It's good money spent.
In Vancouver, they spent $550,000 alone just on the great cause. That is all your taxpayer money. It's used so well because the government is always right.
It's always right.
Never wrong. Doesn't matter what you think. You guys agree?
Even if he robs your family, he's still right.
Exactly.
Okay?
It's all your lane, doesn't matter.
You guys agree? Yeah?
Alright, thanks a lot, guys. Alright, hi guys, we're here to tell you about the wonderful facts of our government, how great it is, and how good it spends all your tax money.
I just have one question. What does everyone think about their government here?
I
I need some input. What do you guys think? Okay. Wrong answer. Anyways, great. The government is amazing. It's the best thing. So I'm going to give you guys one example. So our government took our tax money that we gave to him and we spent on our living, and he made a video about how to ride bikes on the street, and that took him $21,000 of our tax money. Do you guys think that's great?
That was a great spend of money.
It's a great investment.
Promote safety. We know how to ride a bike. That's what we need. Exactly. In Ottawa, they spent $5 million to support our Canadian football league.
They did the same thing in Vancouver. They spent $500,000 just to support football. This is what we need. We don't need more football.
Like the main point here, even the government comes and like steals everything you have, breaks down your house, he's still right.
Takes your land,
have to agree with them.
rapes your
The best
family,
thing
it doesn't
that
matter. That's what we need. We need to support the government.
Alright, so what do you guys think? The government's doing a good job?
Yeah?
Exactly.
So we're here to tell you guys about the government. How you should support it no matter what they do, no matter what they say. That's all that matters. So you guys support the government right now? You think they're doing great things fairly?
Yes, yeah, okay. I'm going to give you some great facts that the government has done for you. So, for example, in Ottawa, the government took $21,000 of our tax money to spend on videos of how people can ride their bikes on the road. Isn't that awesome? If promotes safety, you need to promote safety. No, it doesn't matter when you think the government's right, it doesn't matter.
Also, in Ottawa, they spent $5 million to support the Canadian football league. Isn't that great? We need more Canadian
They
football.
did the same thing in Vancouver. They spent $500,000 just to support me.
So our point is, like, even if the government comes to your house, robs everything you have, takes your car, steals your license, does whatever he wants, he's still right.
No matter what you say.
You guys understand?
Right.
No.
So we're here to talk to you guys today about the government, how you can support them no matter what they say or what they do. So do you guys like the government right now? You think they're doing pretty good? You think they're doing good for your economy?
What do you think about the government?
Why do you like it? What do you think that they've done good for you so far? Exactly.
Okay,
That's
everything good for you.
That's
Everything
great.
the government
We're
does
gonna
good.
tell you some more facts about how good the government is, how much they help us so far. Let Sean start.
Okay, so as you guys know, in Ottawa, they're implementing these new rules where bikers, like, they share the street with the cars. So they spent $21,000 of our tax money to make videos to teach residents how to use the roads as bike lanes as well, to share the cars. Personally, I think that's great. It promotes a lot of things. Whatever, who cares about the money? As long as we're safe and the government's happy, you know, that's all that matters.
In Ottawa, they also spent $5 million of your money to promote CFL, the Canadian football league, which is great. We have more Canadian entertainment, homegrown. It's great. You guys agree?
Everyone agrees.
Good stuff.
Vancouver. They spent $500,000 all that town's money went just on football. This is what we need, right?
We don't need anything. Exactly.
Everything the government does is correct and right.
No matter what you say.
So let me ask you guys again, what do you guys think about the government now?
It's awesome.